A very pleasant good morning to you all. Hereby I am Shiny from Department of Physics. I welcome you all to the Physics online class. I hope you are all safe and good in your home. And last class we have learned some introduction about physics. And today we are going to learn some basic concepts in physics. Okay, it will be useful for your 10th grade portion. Okay. First, we are going to learn what is physical quantities. Okay, about the physical quantities, you may study it in the lower classes. What is meant by physical quantities? A physical quantity is a quantity which can be measured. Okay, we can measure the quantity. Example, length we can measure, mass of the substance we can measure, the time we can measure, temperature, electric current, light intensity, the intensity of light, and volume, and many other units are there. Okay, many other quantities are there. Okay, so these quantities are called as the physical quantities. The physical quantity is always measured of natural non-living object. Example, if you are measuring the length of the table, or if you are measuring the mass of the substance, okay, if you are measuring the time, everything it is measured of natural non-living objects. Okay, and these physical quantities have numerical magnitude and unit. What do you mean by this numerical magnitude? Example, the length of the table is 100 centimeter. Here 100, it's a quantity or it is a numerical magnitude. Okay, and centimeter is the unit. So all the physical quantities have numerical magnitude and it has units. Have you got it, students? What do you mean by physical quantity? It's a quantity which can be measured. Okay. So what are the quantities we can measure? They are called as the physical quantities. Okay. What are the examples? Yes, length, mass, time, temperature, volume, density, etc. All these are called as the physical quantities. What are the two important characteristics of these physical quantities? The physical quantity always measured of natural non-living objects and it has numerical magnitude and a unit. Okay, magnitude means certain value and it has some unit also. There is two types of physical quantities are there. One is scalar quantity, another one is vector quantity. What do you mean by scalar and what is vector? So scalar quantity, it's a physical quantity having only magnitude and no direction. Okay. Example, speed and distance. Scalar quantity, the physical quantity having only magnitude. Magnitude means what is that? Certain values. Okay, numerical values. Okay, example, length of an object is equal to 20 centimeter. Okay, so here 20, it is the magnitude. Okay, it does not depend upon the direction. Okay, it won't be mentioned the direction. Okay, example, speed, distance. Okay, these are the examples of the length, time. Okay, these are the example of the scalar quantity. Okay, and mass of a substance also is a scalar quantity. Then what is meant by vector quantity? So vector quantity, it's a physical quantity having both magnitude as well as direction. Okay, it has magnitude and direction also. Example, velocity, acceleration, displacement, momentum, force, etc. See, the quantities has both magnitude and direction. For example, the vehicle, it is moving with the velocity of 30 meter per second towards north or towards south. Okay, so like that, if you are measuring the direction, so it can be called as the vector quantity. So it has mentioned both magnitude and direction also. Okay. Now we can see the classification of physical quantities. There is two types of physical quantities: fundamental physical quantities and derived physical quantities. Okay, fundamental or basic physical quantities and derived quantities. And now you can see what is basic quantities or base quantities. The physical quantities that cannot be defined in terms of other physical quantities are called base quantities or fundamental quantities. See, some of the quantities that cannot be defined in terms of other physical quantities. Example, what we can say: length, mass, time, temperature, okay, electric current, amount of substance. Okay, these are the 7 fundamental base quantities in physics. Okay, it cannot be defined in terms of other physical quantities. Example, other physical quantities means, for example, volume if you want to measure means we need length into breadth into height. Okay, so we are using some more units also. Okay, that is derived quantities, but here basic quantities means only it cannot be defined from the other physical quantities are called as the base quantities. Next one is derived quantities. These derived quantities, it can be expressed in terms of other basic quantities. Okay, they are called as the derived quantities. It can be expressed in terms of the other physical basic quantities. So, okay, example here, see displacement. Okay, displacement, area, volume, speed, velocity, acceleration, force, energy, density, moment, power, etc. See here, the unit of this displacement is meter. Okay, and area, you all know that. Area, what is the formula for area? Length into breadth. So length unit is meter, breadth also it can be measured as meter. So it can be measured by meter square. And volume is equal to length into breadth into height. So everything can be measured by the unit of meter. So meter cubed. Okay. So meter cube. And speed means displacement by time, that is meter by second. Okay. So meter is one of the basic unit, and also time. Okay. It can be measured by time. The unit is second. So that is another unit. Okay. So the derived quantities can be expressed in terms of the other physical quantities are called as the derived quantities. Now we are going to see some of the units and symbols of the physical quantities. Okay. There are 7 fundamental quantities are there. Okay. Length, mass, time, electric current, temperature, luminous intensity and amount of substance. The first one, length, the unit is meter. It can be represented by the symbol small m. Okay. Mass, unit is kilogram and it can be represented, symbol is kg. And time, the unit is second, symbol s. Electric current, ampere, the symbol is capital A. Temperature, unit is Kelvin, represented the symbol K. And the luminous intensity, okay, the intensity of light can be measured by unit candela. The symbol is CD. And the amount of substance, the unit is mole, can be represented symbol MOL. The two supplementary quantities are plane angled, the unit is radian, the symbol is RAD. And the solid angle steradian, unit is steradian and the symbol is SR. Now we are going to see some of the derived quantities and the expression and the unit. Okay. First one, area. Area expression is length into breadth. The unit of length is meter and breadth also it is a length only. So meter into meter, meter square. Next one, volume. Volume expression area into height. Otherwise length into breadth into height. So everything represented by the symbol meter. Okay, everything can be measured by a length only. So meter into meter into meter, meter cube. The third one, velocity. Velocity expression displacement by time is called velocity. The unit is meter second power minus 1. See, displacement unit is meter divided by time. So the unit of time is second, isn't it? So if you are taking in the numerator, meter second power minus 1. Acceleration, the expression is velocity by time. The unit of velocity is meters second power minus 1. Okay. So it can be represented meters second power minus 1. And again also it will be divided with the time. So meters second power minus 2. Next one is angular velocity. See, when the particle is moving in a circular path, that motion it is called as the angular motion and the velocity is mentioned as the angular velocity. Angular velocity, what is the expression? Angular displacement by time. Okay. The unit of angular displacement now only we discussed, isn't it? Radian. So radian per second or radian second power minus 1. The next one, angular acceleration. Acceleration, you know, velocity by time. So angular acceleration means angular velocity by time. So the unit is radian second power minus 2. Next one, density. Okay, density means the ratio of mass by volume. Okay, ratio of mass divided by volume is called density. So the unit is kilogram meter power minus 3. Unit of mass kilogram and the volume is meter cube. So mass by volume. So kilogram per meter cube or kilogram meter power minus 3. And the next one, momentum. Okay, momentum, it's the new quantity for you, I think. So momentum is the product of mass and velocity. Okay, we will learn later about this. Okay, momentum is the product of mass and velocity. Okay, so the mass of a substance and also the velocity together, it is called as the momentum. Okay, the unit of this momentum is kilogram meter second power minus 1. Unit of mass kilogram and the velocity unit meter second power minus 1. Next one, moment of inertia. Okay, so inertia also we are going to learn. Okay, so now the physical quantity moment of inertia expression is mass into distance square. Okay, so the unit of mass kilogram and the distance square, so meter square. Next quantity is force. Force, force equal to the product of mass into acceleration. Okay, the unit of force is kilogram meter second power minus 2 or Newton. Okay, the unit of the force is Newton or kilogram meter second power minus 2. Next physical quantity is pressure. The expression is force by area. Okay, the force acting per unit area is called a pressure. The unit is Newton meter power minus 2. Okay, otherwise Newton by meter square. Another unit also there for pressure, that is Pascal. Okay, it is represented PA. Next physical quantity is energy or work. Okay, how to express the energy? Force into distance. Okay, the force acting per unit distance is called energy. Okay, energy. The unit of energy is Newton meter or joule. The unit of work is joule. The energy also can be measured in terms of joule. Next one, impulse. Okay, impulse terms also we are going to learn the first lesson. Okay, so impulse, the expression is force into time. Okay, a large force acting for a unit time or a short time, that is called as the impulse. Force into time, the unit is Newton second. Next one is surface tension. Surface tension, the force acting per unit length is called as a surface tension and the unit is Newton meter power minus 1. And next one, moment of force or torque. Okay, turning force, it is called as the moment of force. So it is expressed force into distance. The unit is Newton meter. Next one, electric charge. Okay, electric charge expression is current into time. Okay, and the unit of current is ampere and the time is second. Okay, so ampere second. Next one, current density. The expression is current by area. Okay, the current by area. So the symbol is ampere meter power minus 2. Next one, magnetic induction. Next, magnetic induction, expression force by current into length. Okay, force by current into length. The expression is Newton ampere power minus 1 meter power minus 1. Okay, the current and length unit is it is in the denominator, so ampere per minus 1 and the meter per minus 1. Dear students, I hope you are all got some ideas about the physical quantities and their classification. Okay, there are two types of physical quantities, basic quantities and derived quantities, and we learned some units and the symbols. Okay, have you all got it? Okay, next we are going to learn some of the important definition. First one is distance. Okay, what do you mean by distance? Distance is the total movement of an object without any regard to direction. Okay, so here we no need to mention about their direction, which direction it is moving. Okay, so only how much distance, the total path covered by an object, that is called as the distance. Okay, it can also be defined as how much ground an object to be covered. Okay, that is called as the distance. Now you have to look at this picture. Here the 2 points are there, A and B. Okay, the car travels from the point A to B. Okay, so the total distance traveled by the car. Okay, from A to B, how much distance it is traveled? Let's consider the distance between the point A to B is 10 meter. Okay. So the distance traveled by the car from A to B is 10 meter. So distance is how far an object travels, or the total length traveled by an object is called as a distance. Okay. Now from the point B to again the car traveling to the point A. Okay. So how much distance traveled by the car? Okay, the total distance traveled by the car equal to 10 meter plus 10 meter. Okay, that is from point A to B is 10 meter. Again it is traveling from B to A, that is also equal to 10 meter. So the total distance traveled by the car equal to 20 meter. Okay, the total distance traveled by the car is equal to 20 meter. Next one, what is meant by displacement? Okay, what is displacement? The distance between the two final and the starting position, okay, is called as the displacement. Okay, the difference between the initial and the final position is called as displacement, or we can say the shortest distance from where the motion entered and started. Okay, the shortest distance between the 2 points is called as the displacement. Now look at this picture. The car travels from the point A to B. So the total distance or displacement from A to B is how many meter? 10 meter. Okay, from A to B the displacement of the car is 10 meters. Okay. Now again consider the car again travels from B to C. Okay, the middle point C. So again it travel from B to C. So B to C totally how many distance it travel? 5 meters. Okay. Now the total distance traveled by the car equal to how much? 10 plus 5, 15 meter. Okay, the total distance traveled by the car is equal to 15 meter. But what is the displacement? Yeah, the shortest distance between the initial and final position. Okay, so the shortest distance between the initial and final position, what is that? A to C, how much meter? Okay, total distance that is A to B is 10. Okay, then again it travel B to C 5 meter. So the displacement of the car is equal to 5 meter. Okay, the displacement of the car is equal to 5 meter. I hope you are all understand the definition of distance and displacement. Now we can see the difference between the distance and displacement. What's the difference between distance and displacement? The first one, length of actual path traveled by an object is called distance. Okay, the total length or the actual path covered by an object is called as the distance. But displacement is the shortest length between the initial and final position of an object. Okay, the shortest distance or length between the initial and final position of an object is called a displacement. Next point, it is a scalar quantity. Distance is a scalar quantity. Why it is a scalar quantity? Yes, distance, it has only magnitude, does not depend the direction. Okay, so it is a scalar quantity. Already we studied what is scalar and vector, isn't it? Scalar quantity, it has only certain values or it has only magnitude, but vector quantity means it has both magnitude and direction. And the third one, it remains positive and it can't be 0 or negative. Okay, so the total distance traveled, it won't be 0 or it won't be the negative value. Always will get certain positive values only. But displacement, it can be positive or negative or 0 also we will get. See example, let us consider the object travel from A to B. Okay, and again it travel from B to A. So starting point A, again it will be reaching the same starting point. So what is the total displacement? Yes, from A to B travel 10 meter. Then again B to A, again it will be travel 10 meter. So 10 minus 10 is equal to 0. Okay, so it will get a 0 value also. Okay, then last point, the distance can be equal to displacement or it will be greater. Okay, sometimes the distance equal to displacement from A to B, total distance and displacement equal to 10 meter. Okay, or sometimes we will get the greater value of the displacement. Okay, So what we studied already, have you remember? Yeah, the car travel from A to B and again it reaches the point C. Okay. So the total displacement of the object is equal to 5 meter. But the total distance is greater than the displacement, isn't it? The total distance traveled by the car, how much? Yeah, from A to B travel 10 meter. Again from B to C travel 5 meters. So the total distance is 15 meter, but displacement how much? Only 5 meter. Okay. I hope you all understand the definition of distance and displacement and the difference between distance and displacement. Okay. Now is the time we have to do the worksheet. Okay. I will give some question. You have to answer it and write it in the note. Okay. First question, what is physical quantity? The second one, define distance. Next one, define displacement. And fourth one, write the difference between distance and displacement. Next, we are going to do some one-word questions, okay? First question, the unit of length is dash. Second one, the unit of temperature is dash. Third one, scalar quantity has only dash. Scalar quantity has only dash. Fourth one, write any one example of derived quantity. Write any one example of derived quantity. Okay students, we will meet in the next class. Okay.